and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ernest Jones. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the interception, here's Stafford. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. On 2nd and 10, Stafford, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, L.A. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. It's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0, 1 extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They start with a give to Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Murray now to throw. On the screen, this is Edmonds. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation. But instead, they pulled him a little bit with the screen. They wound up getting back and then a little bit more.
Here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's Murray. Left side, Hopkins. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will pin him back deep. It's going to pin him back out right around the 7-yard line. All you niggas got but no matter.
It's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their coaching academies, just kind of picking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result.
That's a great for you.
And that's what they did. And they wound up with good yards there to get things rolling.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
They'll let him go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They snap it to Stafford. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And
How does he get that interception?
Picked off at the 49. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the turnover, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really excellent defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a toss left into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On 1st and 10 is Keller. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Cotter. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And just like that, it's third down. To throw, it's Murray. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big... And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. From the 50, it's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these